Hello everybody. Yes, I'm Lajos from Kőrispatak, from this little village. The Romanian name is Crișeni, Hungarian name Kőrispatak. It's a small village, but it's a famous village about the straw hat making. We have a very old tradition. My family, my father also, he was Lajos, my grandfather also was Lajos. Yes, so we try to save also the name, and my parents, my grandparents also wanted to save the straw hat making tradition. So I was born in an interesting family, that in my family everybody worked with the straw. My parents, 21 years ago, my father, my mother, they have decided it would be very nice if we have a very old tradition, the straw hat making, in our family. It would be very fine if we could save this tradition for the future. And just because my father, he have decided it would be very nice if he can found a museum, straw hat museum, where the people can see, and the visitors also, the straw hat making from start till the end. They can see the process by step how we make straw hats. And we were lucky. In 2001 we could make a renovation. We had an old peasant house, and in this old peasant house we could make the straw hat museum. And in 2001 it was the first straw hat museum in Romania, so it was a good idea. We have 3 rooms. In the first room, the visitors can see how many different straw hats we had in Transylvania, and not just in Transylvania, in the whole country, in Romania. Also, in the first room, we can show for the tourists the raw materials. That if we want to make a straw hats, we need raw material. And in the village, in Kőrispatak, about 70-80% of the population, of the people, they work with the raw material making. It's a special blend from straw, and you need about almost 20 meters to, when you have 20 meters, then you can make straw hats. So, and the raw material makers, they have no sewing machine, they have no press machine, they have only the straw. It's a special kind of straw which is so high, and we use this kind of straw special for the straw hats. We have noticed it, for example, a simple straw hat is okay, very useful. You can use to keep shadow, you can salute with your straw hat, you can make air with your straw hat, you can collect some fruits, vegetables. But the old people, my grandfather and the other old people from the village, they told not only this, a straw hat is much more, and the straw hat has a lot of information, more information, not only this, but everybody know that for what you use. And we collected this information from the people, from the straw hat makers, and the first good things about the hat, my straw hat is talking about my region. So everybody can know me after my straw hat. If I use this kind of model, the people know that this man is coming from this valley, from Transylvania, from Siebenburg, and from these parts. If we look the decoration of the straw hat, on the straw hat we can see also the nation signs. So if somebody use the straw hat, the decoration put, for example, on the left side is the symbol of the Hungarian people. So in Transylvania live Hungarian, Romanian, Saxon, but at the moment most Romanian Hungarian people. The Hungarian people put the decoration on the left. Everybody know, okay, if the decoration on the left side is mean Hungarian. If the decoration on the other side, in the right side, the man was a Romanian citizen. This model is a secular model in our region. It's a simple peasant hat, okay, agriculture man in secular land. I told about the decoration. This decoration, the sign, if it on the left it's Hungarian, the sign if on the right Romanian.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we are talking about the brim. So if the brim of the hat inside in the back, if in up, it's mean the user, the man is a young man. The other interesting things, how is large the brim. If we look the brim, that how many band I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was the symbol of the riches. The man or the woman, how rich he was, because every band is a symbol of 1 hectare's land. Somewhere in my village we use the hold, not the hectare. The hold, it was a half hectare, half. Yes, but we can use, for example, hectare. So my straw hat is also talking about my riches. So how many land I have, if I have a good farmer, a rich farmer, or not. We have a tradition in our village. The people, the agriculture people, in every year in August when they finish with the harvest. The first present was made for the God. We thanks for the God that we have a good harvest. We have wheat, we have everything. And the first decoration is made for the God and bring in the church. And in the museum we will see is a special decoration with straw. And like a form of a bell or a crown. We have a crown in the museum. In the church we have a bell, like a bell, the symbol of the bell. Okay. And also by the museum we wanted to show the technique. In the other room the tourists, the visitors can see the technique by step how we make a straw hat, what is the first step. So the first step to have a good material, special straw. The straw must be cleaned. When it's cleaned, choosing. We don't want to throw nothing, so we need also the little straw, the bigger one, the thin, the wider. So we have many kind of produce, and the straw which is wider. Then from that we make bigger things like straw hats, baskets. Okay. But when the straw is more thinner, then we make little straw hat, decorations or little things. After, when the straw is choosing, before to work with the straw is necessary to put in the water about before half hour to be soft, because if the straw is very dry, you cannot work, because it's necessary to keep in the water, and from the water take, and after will be dry. It's okay. After no problem, but during the making it must be wet. Yeah. So okay. When it's ready, after we put this material, we put in the press machine. And when it's pressed, after we come to the sewing machine. Okay, and also in the technique room we have other press machine for every straw hat we have a special form, and the special form, it must be very hot, and then we put the straw hat in the forms, in the hot form, and we give a form, a special form for the hat. So yes, it was a very expensive press machine. By the museum we have also a workshop where we sometimes we make some camps, artisan camps, where we want to teach the children. And in the summertime we are lucky because by the museum we have more visitors, and from the visitors we will have tourists who would like to learn some techniques. For example, how to make straw hats, how to make a little angel from straw, or like a little bell, like a ring, like an earring, so different things.
Just for children, or we can also?
Not only for the children, everybody. So yes.
Okay, nice.
Yes, it's possible for everybody. It's possible to learn. I can tell you that every family knows the techniques. So maybe not every family, not 100%, maybe 60-70% of the people work with the straw, most in the winter time, because in the summertime, in the springtime, the people go outside to the field and work, but in the winter time was a special time for them to work with the straw. So every family works with the straw. Straw hat makers, we have about 10 families in the village, about 10, not more. Someone was more, maybe 20, but today we have about 10 families. And they have special machine, and we have only one press machine, and the 10 straw hat makers brings the straw hats to pressing. Before the summer, every straw hat makers bring about 100 from this, 100 from this, and go to the press and work and preparing the straw hats and bring. Now, the business is today is also good, but someone was better. For example, for the agriculture people who went on the field to cut the grass, they cut by hand, and 1,000 people goes on the field to work with the grass, for example, to cut, and 1,000 people need straw hats. So the business was good somewhere, and one straw hat is okay. Is maybe for 3-4 years is okay. If you use every summer, after a time it may be cut, maybe no, okay. It's not so beautiful. But the tradition was a man in every 2-3 years he bought a new one for the weekend, for the church time, and the other one for every day. And also for the woman, for the man, bought a lot of straw hats. Yes, and the business was better somewhere. Today is not so good, because today is more, how do you say, by tractor, by cut machine. One man goes by the tractor and cut 10 hectares grass one day, and they don't need 20 or 50 people who work. So yes, the technique is more higher today, and no, but there are also some people who like the traditional hat, and my parents also they have noticed it that in the future this job is getting too off slowly, because the old people, if they don't try to give for the new generation how you make straw hats, maybe one day we will have no enough material, the people don't make, and we have danger from this side. If we will have no material, then we cannot make straw hats. If the people don't wearing straw hats every day, so no. And my parents also just because wanted to make a memory by the Straw Hat Museum. If we will have no straw hat making, we have a memory that the tourists can see how it was in the past. No, but today still we work with the straw hats. So okay, in the future, how we will have in the future, we don't know. And if we look the surrounding in my village and the neighbor villages, like in the surrounding, we could see and we could feel the difference by economic. That my village was anytime a little bit more richer like the other people, because the other people also work with agriculture, with the animals, but our people in our village plus the technique, the strat, and it's good business for them. Today we have many contacts with the dance groups, and in the last 10 years, we sell many hats, lot of hats for the dancers. About 50 person, and they every day making presentation, and they have a special clothes, and they need about 2-3 kind of straw hats. And for example, a big city like Turgumures city, there is the folklore dance group, and they have money from the mayor office, and they buying new clothes, and you can buy also straw hats. In the last time, it was a good idea, and we were lucky with this one. A few years ago, we had a special order from Hungary, from the Scout Boy. Scout Boy, yes. It was also a very interesting story. The association from Hungary and the Scout Boy associations, they wanted to go on the international meeting in Japan, and there are about between 40,000-50,000 youngs, a lot of, and the Hungarian delegation, about 300 person, wanted to order 300 special straw hats. Not this form, the other form, the Scout Boy forms, with the Hungarian flag, and it also was a good advertisement. We made the straw hats 300, but after a few years, other Scout Boy group from Romania come to visit. Also, we want 100. So we hope so in the future also sometimes, because the straw hat is good, but not for a life. Maybe for a few years and this drop. And after you should buy a new one. So it's not a bad job. So the good job, a good business, like the bakers. He makes everyday bread. So you eat the bread. You need new bread every day. Like this. So not every day, but in every 2-3 years you need a straw hat. TV have heard about us that we have a special little straw hat museum where we can make many things, and one day they called me from the capital and asked, can you make a collaboration with us for this TV show? We would like to make a big straw hat, but 2 meters big straw hat for this TV show, but we have no maker who can make it. And it was a good possibility for us, a good advertisement again, to make special things and to bring in the TV to Bucharest. About 500 meters raw material we used for this hat. 22,555 straw sticks we used, and 1 kilometer 800 thread this one, the thread, this,
Yeah, okay.
and 2 kilograms, 0.65 the weight of the hat. So it was no, it was a good reclam, good advertisement for us, for our village, for the straw hat makers. And after, also, we had a lot of visitors in the museum, Romanian, Hungarian people. They saw in the TV, they have seen the TV and come to visit. The straw hat makers people told that if you put your straw hat before 24 April,
Yeah.
St. George name, if you put before 24 April, it's mean the farmer finished the straw and the hay, the eat for the animals. I have no more food for the animals. I have nothing what to give to the animals. Hay,
Yeah.
grass, dry grass. And I put my hat because I want to call the nice weather, the sunny days, the grass to make grass, because I want to put out my animals from the stables because I have no food for them. And the old people told it was not a good farmer man, because he doesn't make enough food for the animals. The time of the wearing of the hat from 24 April till 29 September. If somebody put and wore the straw hat after 29 September, is finished the summer, autumn already, is getting to be cold outside. The old people said and told me, also my grandfather, be careful, my son, don't ask any information from men who use the straw hat after 29 September, because he's a crazy man. He's a crazy man. He have forget that it's finished the summer. We must put down the straw hat, finished the summer.